Attention, gentlemen. Our source on the island just made a critical discovery. The Constant has a poison chip embedded in his neck. A failsafe, in case he's compromised.
Damn it. We should have expected something like this. So, we subdue the Constant before he has time to react.
Not that simple. The device is remote-triggered, and during his stay on the island, 2 kill switches have been entrusted to twin sisters Zoe and Sophia Washington, 2 young, ambitious Providence operatives and newly appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. Apparently, even the Constant is unaware of this arrangement.
Right, change of plans. We divide and conquer. 47 takes out the Washingtons, while I figure out a way to get the Constant off the island. It'll be tight, but once we're back, the partners have time to react. 47?
Tell me about the targets.
I know them from the archive. Zoe and Sophia's father is president of a powerful conservative think tank, one of Providence's prime assets. The apples don't fall far from the tree.
No saints either. According to ICA files, the twins are pampered socialites who get their kicks from treasure hunting. Commanding a band of trigger-happy mercenaries, Zoe and Sophia prowl the world in search for ancient relics. With little regard for local culture or even human life, they stop at nothing to claim their prize. Well, collateral damage they may be, but safe to say, they have it coming.
The Isle of Scale, headquarters of the Ark Society. Founded by Janus in 1991, the Ark Society is the world's most exclusive club. Its plutocratic members fear the downfall of civilization, and they are willing to pay huge sums to ensure their own survival. Once a year, they gather here to shop the latest survival products and to showcase new initiatives and breakthroughs.
Right. These gatherings are shrouded in mystery, so we have limited intel on what to expect on the other side of the walls. The Washington twins are hosting their first annual gathering as chairwomen of the Ark Society, and the Constant is known to attend every year. Beyond that, you're on your own. Good luck, gentlemen. I dare say you're going to need it.
One more, I see. Won't you join us, sir? We were just about to begin. Good evening, I see someone's in a hurry to get inside. Well, no one's putting a gun to your... Now, where was I?
How are you today, sir?
All dressed up and nowhere to go, eh?
Gentlemen.
Anyway, you...
Sir, I'm sorry. This is a restricted area.
Yeah,
As
keep
our
going.
patrons, you are
Glad I
welcome
made it clear to
explore
you.
the castle grounds. However, certain areas are off limits, including the keep, which houses the members area, convention space, and council meetings. While you are members, please be aware that you can become spots. All set? Excellent.
go there, sir.
Well, one thing I like about the Ark Society.
What's with that weird bird effigy?
The annual Phoenix ceremony. It symbolizes the collapse of civilization from which the Ark Society emerges unscathed and triumphant.
Ah.
Interesting. Zoe Washington is going to partake in a ceremony symbolizing the downfall of civilization from which the Ark Society will emerge unscathed. Apparently, a giant phoenix-shaped effigy is set on fire with Zoe inside it. Well, I suggest you locate this master of ceremonies who lights the Fire 47. If this doesn't sound like an accident waiting to happen, I don't know what does.
Rebirth. I get it.
What's new is that the master of ceremonies will light the effigy on fire with Zoe Washington.
Farsight had his way. He'd spend
A bit showy, wouldn't you say?
Hey, whatever so.
theatrical. Yep. You think they're gonna start soon? Hey, you! Where do you think you're going? Definitely not through here. Get out of my face.
Tokens, come on, need more tokens. They can't all be gone.
Well, once the bowl is full,
If the pressure drops just a bit, the locking mechanism fails and the water won't be able to escape. What sort of a maniac would lock herself inside a burning effigy without stopping it?
The same kind who repels into an ancient temple full of death traps and poison.
Granted, but still.
Seriously, would you care? Some filthy rich broad wanted to flirt with danger to feel alive. I say let her. Give her a sign of our concern.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yes, hello? You are on my list of contacts as a safety advisor. I would like to file a complaint about the locking mechanism for the trapdoor on the Phoenix.
Oh.
Miss Zoe Washington. The name's Molly. I'm one of the custodians. I am sorry to call you directly, but I feel I need to warn you about the Phoenix engine. I've been examining the hydraulic lock mechanism, and the safety measures are...
Excuse me?
All right. So, where was I? Molly, listen, you know this structure. I need to rock it. I don't know what kind of hack slapped this thing together, but we're basically a small shift in pressure away from the wicker man here. I know what you're gonna say. But this is serious. Call me when you get this.
Why don't I go see my ophthalmologist? I could be wading through tokens. I wouldn't even know it.
The thing about travel is that you get to see.
I mean, it's behind a chapel,
And
so
learn about
maybe
the
it's
world.
some kind of crypt.
You ever think maybe that's just where they keep the spare wine glasses? Regrets too late, you know? I don't really enjoy it.
Look here, I'm an Ark patron, and that means I pay your wages, minuscule as they are, so step aside.
No can do, sir.
We all saw you trying to bribe members of staff and help certain tokens. Gotta have confidence.
What about that Mayan stone we recovered? Huh? I think we did the world a favor by keeping that to ourselves. No need for another, the world's gonna end wrong. Probably will this time. Well, at least we spared the tribe some time to all those wacky adventures. Oh, we do have fun, old friend.
Seriously, I'll pay you.
Me? You're the master of ceremony.
I'm a multiple Tony award-winning playwright. And famously reclusive. It's part of my brand. Never go in the spot like this. Besides, I do chamber plays, not spectacle. But hate it.
They won't hate it, Mr. Fenniger. It's just entertainment.
Entertainment? Oh, good Lord, what have I done? How did I let it all... into this?
Should I tell Miss Washington that you won't be going on stage? Everyone's waiting for you.
God, no. No, she frightens me. Just give me a moment to control my nerves.
All right, Mr. Fenniger. Break a leg.
way ahead of me by now.
The great thing in Italy is that all the food is like yogurt. Pasta, pizza, whatnot. Our kids.
One more area cordoned off.
I just like my work, I guess.
Upper class types. Who's this guy? Oh, it must be the MOC. A handsome pledge, and yet a drop in the ocean. Zoe Washington. The Ark Society recognizes you as our founder's rightful successor. Our inspiration, our guiding light, the custodian of our future.
Excellent work, 47. Enjoy the spotlight.
Patrons of the Ark Society, you are part of a select, chosen few. Our founder, Janus, showed us how to survive. But survival is not enough. We must live and we must soar. The Ark Society must not only commit itself to survival, but to progress, be it our next home in the stars or the next step in human evolution. This is the eternal purpose of the elite. Not just to lead, but to lead from the front. When the time comes and all comes tumbling down, when mankind retreats once more into caves of superstition, we will keep the fire alight. We will be the torchbearers, the trailblazers and pioneers. Do not feel guilty for your privilege. Be proud. Be fearless. For the future is ours to shape.
Take care, sir. Good evening.
Look at you, Finnegar. All dressed to kill. Now, let's do this thing. Light her up.
As the world burns, we rise from its ashes. Not just to survive, but to live.
One target down. Nice work, 47. Next up, Sophia Washington.
Keeping warm in there?
Just humor me for a second. How do you think you got elected in the first place? The Cloud Serpent. They say it belonged to Montezuma himself. It was lost for over 500 years, well, until Blake Nathaniel unsealed the Serpent's tomb. Extraordinary.
It's a flipping necklace. Anyway, the Washington twins found it first. The way I hear it, Sophia literally has the necklace in her hand when Nathaniel repels from the ceiling, triggers this ancient death trap, and, you know, murder and mayhem ensues.
But I thought those two were lovers.
On and off. Currently way off, which explains the added security.
I don't follow.
Think about it. Why the need for
So, according to its charter, the Ark Society collects priceless art and historical artifacts in case of a global disaster. And this year, world-famous treasure hunter Blake Nathaniel has donated an Aztec necklace called the Cloud Serpent to the Ark Society.
Alarm system. We're all filthy rich, except...
Ah, I see. Blake
Hello
thinks
there,
Sophia
sir.
might try and steal back the necklace before it's sealed in the Ark of the Legacy. Good grief. Honor among thieves, huh?
I'll say.
Hello there.
Evening.
I told
I'm
you.
afraid I can't let you through, sir. I don't know what they see in that Aztec necklace, but they act like it's a crown jewels or something.
You know, I don't know art, but I kind of like that necklace, and if Mr. Nathaniel rates it highly, I'm sure it's something special.
Only witness to
That is Sophia Washington, chairwoman of the Ark Society, professional treasure hunter, and Providence operative. Quite the resume.
As a washed-up beach bum playing in an Eagles cover band. Amnesty is searching for him, and so is Interpol. If they get to him first, we'll go down for mass murder. Of course he needs to go.
And for real, this time? I don't care how you do it, just do it properly. Or I send Adrian to toss you
The
over
council
a
meeting.
waterfall.
You know what it's about?
Climate change. Sophia Washington is trying to persuade Janus's original five.
I'm telling you, even a damn ghost couldn't pass this. It's the holy grail of literature.
Good evening, sir.
Security's all in place? Outstanding.
Yeah, I can't let you
Cloud
pass.
Serpent
I'm
is safe
sorry, sir.
from sticky fingers.
Have a good...
Hey, you! Where do you think you're going? Definitely not through here. Get out of my face.
You're Blake Nathaniel, right?
If you don't mind me asking, people have been searching for the
Council's still in session?
No, they've called a recess.
Well, to cut a long
Wants
story
them to pass some kind of motion, but one of the council members is fighting her tooth and nail.
Huh. Wouldn't happen to be Jebediah Block, the coal baron, would it?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Well, I happen to know he's on the council.
So, Sophia Washington has called a council meeting between the original 5 members of the Ark Society. Sophia hopes to pass some sort of motion, but she faces stark opposition from ultra-conservative coal baron Jebediah Block. I suggest you find Mr. Block while the council is still in recess, 47. I suspect the headstrong Sophia will not take kindly to dissidents, and
He's one of the original 5, you know, the first people to fund the Ark Society back in '91. Plus, I just walked in on Sophia Washington screaming Glock's name while beating up a killer. Oh, he was rock dead.
Jeez, must mean a lot to her. What's it about?
What am I, paparazzi? I just work for these assholes, same as you.
Well, keep me posted in case you start flying.
Sophia the schemer. What's she up to this time?
You know that
Sir, I'm
Kronstadt
sorry.
Refinery
This is a restricted area.
upload program?
Now
Sure.
don't show yourself
What
around
did he
here
do?
anymore.
I don't know. But she seemed real interested in this invention of his. Something called a kill switch.
Kill switch. Sounds ominous.
Well, whatever it is she's plotting, he did not want to be part of it. But an order's an order. Guess we've all been down that road.
Poor bastard. Well, that's what you get for inventing kill switches, I suppose.
Hey there! Oh,
So,
I'm sorry.
brain
I thought you were
uploads,
someone
huh?
else.
Living forever as a string of code.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Not in a million years.
What did they offer you? For your services to the Order?
Level 5 bunker in the Svalbard facility?
You're kidding. I'm in level 3, and no offense, but I'm like 4 patents ahead of you. Ugh, goddamn wage gap.
All right, enjoy it. So sorry, Master. I cannot let you back here.
How's the building trade?
There's an Iron Maiden up there. A real one, with actual spikes in it.
Oh, tell me about it. It belonged to the
Huh.
Sir, you shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be anywhere near here. This guy's a traitor. What was that?
Hey! You can't be here!
Jesus H. Christ.
Oh my god, thank god you're here. I need help.
Command, you copy? Whoa! The guy reports of trouble in the neighborhood. Do we have a description of the suspect? Understood.
Mr. Block, you look troubled.
You're Jameson.
I'm a friend of the Ark Society, yes. If I may be so bold, I heard about your predicament, and, well, I believe I may offer a fresh perspective.
Why not? Shoot.
All right. Say the world does collapse. The weather goes haywire, the poles melt, and the Ark Society heads off to a comfortable Arctic sanctuary, while the rest of civilization falls into chaos.
That's about the gist of it. Sounds great to me. No more needy assholes. Why wait?
Well, you do realize what kind of place it'll be, right?
What are you talking about?
100 or so people. No market, no economy, no social structures. It will be like a space colony. Everyone equal and dependent on each other. It will be egalitarian, sir. It will be, well, communist.
That's what I paid almost $2 billion for? Why didn't anyone tell me sooner?
Merely food for thought, Mr. Block. Good night.
I need to, think.
Good evening, Sophia.
Smug bastard.
Yes, good evening.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
Miss
I'm
Washington,
sure the outer edges would be
after
fine.
due consideration,
If I had
I have revised my position. I would like to support your motion.
Well, well, look at you, Block. Finding your good sense and manners. Come along, then. I'll call a vote at once.
So intriguing.
And how are
I
you,
knew
sir?
you'd come around. You're a stubborn, Block, but you're not a schmuck. You know I'm right. The analysts of my father's think tank have been grinding the data for months, and they are rarely wrong. The Karuna Agreement, climate litigation. It We estimate that fossil fuel companies like yours have a decade, at best, before you're all resigned to the junkyard of history. And what kind of secret society would we be if we didn't keep each other in power?
What indeed?
I knew we could talk sense. Just vote in favor of my motion, and I promise you, Block, you'll power the world for decades to come. Who cares how, as long as you're the one getting paid.
Ain't that the truth?
Friends and founders, the recess is over. Let's return to the council room and proceed with the vote.
Well, you've certainly placed yourself at the crossroads of history. Nicely done, 47.
Let's reiterate. For decades, you, the titans of the energy industry, have conspired to obscure the truth about climate change through lobbying, misinformation, and propaganda. This strategy has been incredibly successful, but all good things must come to an end. It is time for you to adapt or die, ladies and gentlemen. This is why our analysts have devised a 10-year transition plan to keep you in power. Play this right, and you will not only thrive, but this time, you will be the good guys. In other words, you have nothing to lose. So, everyone in favor, say aye.
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 Yea or nay, Block? Silence is consent.
Aye.
5 ayes. The vote is unanimous. The motion is passed. And now, I believe a toast is in order to the future. Signed, sealed, and delivered.
To
the future.
The future.
The future.
Sir, you're blocking my view.
That
Gorka we acquired.
world for decades to come. Who cares how, as long as you're the one getting paid.
Ain't that the truth?
Friends and founders, the recess is over. Let's return to the council room and proceed with the vote.
Well, you've certainly placed yourself at the crossroads of history. Nicely done, 47.
Let's reiterate. For decades, you, the titans of the energy industry, have conspired to obscure the truth about climate change through lobbying, misinformation, and propaganda. This strategy has been incredibly successful, but all good things must come to an end. It is time for you to adapt or die, ladies and gentlemen. This is why our analysts have devised a 10-year transition plan to keep you in power. Play this right, and you will not only thrive, but this time, you will be the good guys. In other words, you have nothing to lose. So, everyone in favor, say aye.
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 Yay or nay, Block? Silence is consent.
Nay.
Excuse me?
You heard me. Nay.
Oh, for the love of... idiot.
Son of a...
Blocked. You stupid.
That's... 4 ayes and 1 nay. Jebediah Block vetoes the motion. This council is adjourned until further notice. Block. A word? Upstairs. Right away, please. So, are you gonna tell me what the hell you're playing at?
Just looking out for number 1.
Don't be an idiot. There's no future in coal, Block. You have one choice. Go green or go extinct. Now, personally, I don't give a shit if you go the way of the dodo, but you are one of the Ark Society's biggest contributors. We'd hate to lose your business. Besides, if terrestrial coal goes under, who will pay for your children's survival? Your grandkids. After all, nobody says disaster will strike in our lifetime. You have a moral duty to stay rich, Block.
Nice try. But I don't have grandchildren.
You just had to make this difficult, didn't you? Here's the deal, Block. My family and I, we serve a group of powerful individuals who prefer to stay anonymous. Letting the climate go to hell in a handbasket has served their interests well, but only up to a point. You see, they are sitting on some patents that'll knock your socks off. Weather control systems, recycling pollution as fuel, cold fusion, you name it. And they plan to make trillions protecting the world from the very threat they worked so hard to create. But to do so, they need you guys to quite literally stop fighting windmills.
Huh. The truth at last. And what's in it for Jebediah Block?
Gentlemen, please give me and Mr. Block a moment. I offered you a carrot. Now, here's the stick. We know about Montana, Block. The mine collapse in 2015. It would be a shame if the American public got wind of your somewhat creative approach to safety regulations. Your popularity ratings are just south of John Wilkes Booth as it is.
I see.
You have until dawn to change.
Please don't. Both targets down. Impressive work,
No
47.
sudden moves.
So, are you gonna tell me what the hell you're playing at?
Just looking out for number one.
Don't be an idiot. There's no future in coal, Block. You have one choice. Go green or go extinct. Now, personally, I don't give a shit if you go the way of the dodo, but you are one of the Ark Society's biggest contributors. We'd hate to lose your business. Besides, if terrestrial coal goes under, who will pay for your children's survival? Your grandkids. After all, nobody says disaster will strike in our lifetime. You have a moral duty to stay rich, Block.
Nice try. But I don't have grandchildren.
You just had to make this difficult, didn't you? Here's the deal, Block. My family and we serve a group of powerful individuals who prefer to stay anonymous. Letting the climate go to hell in a handbasket has served their interests well, but only up to a point. You see, they are sitting on some patents that'll knock your socks off. Weather control systems, recycling pollution as fuel, cold fusion, you name it. And they plan to make trillions protecting the world from the very threat they worked so hard to create. But to do so, they need you guys to quite literally stop fighting windmills.
Huh. The truth at last. And what's in it for Jebediah Block?
Gentlemen, please give me and Mr. Block a moment. I offered you a carrot. Now, here's the stick. We know about Montana, Block. The mine collapse in 2015.
No! Both targets down. Impressive work, 47. And now, to confront the Constant. Mr. Gray, what's your status?
I'm at the helicopter, but the place is crawling with security.
No! 47, that was our only lead on the partners. Abort mission.
So, are you gonna tell me what the hell you're playing at?
Just looking out for number one.
Don't be an idiot. There's no future in coal, Block. You have one choice. Go green or go extinct. Now, personally, I don't give a shit if you go the way of the dodo, but you are one of the Ark Society's biggest contributors. We'd hate to lose your business. Besides, if terrestrial coal goes under, who will pay for your children's survival? Your grandkids. After all, nobody says disaster will strike in our lifetime. You have a moral duty to stay rich, Block.
Nice try. But I don't have grandchildren.
You just had to make this difficult, didn't you? Here's the deal, Block. My family and I, we serve a group of powerful individuals who prefer to stay anonymous. Letting the climate go to hell in a handbasket has served their interests well. But only up to a point. You see, they are sitting on some patents that'll knock your socks off. Weather control systems, recycling pollution as fuel, cold fusion, you name it. And they plan to make trillions protecting the world from the very threat they worked so hard to create. But to do so, they need you guys to quite literally stop fighting windmills.
Huh. The truth at last. And what's in it for Jebediah Block?
Gentlemen, please give me and Mr. Block a moment. I offered you a carrot. Now, here's the stick. We know about Montana, Block. The mine collapse in 2015.
No! Both targets down. Impressive work, 47. And now, to confront the Constant. Mr. Gray, what's your status?
I'm at the helicopter, but the place is crawling with security. 47, you better bring the Constant to one of the boats in the harbor where it's quiet. You can use the kill switch to coerce him.
The Washingtons are dead. I have the kill switch.
What did you say? How could you know about that?
You will head towards the harbor. No sudden moves, no signs or warnings. I will trigger the device if I need to.
I know you. The boy in the picture. You have his eyes. You're Burnwood's assassin.
Move.
Partners no more, I take it. I had a notion something didn't sit right with my mentor's betrayal. You murdered him, I take it, to get to me.
Not just that. He had it coming.
Interesting. It was my impression that you were cured of such sentiment. The good doctor built his serum specifically to target the seats of your emotions. Has Miss Burnwood's sense of justice rubbed off on you, I wonder?
Just keep walking.
society being what it is, my guess is that any impending collapse will go hand in hand with the banks going nuclear. The Great Depression times 20.
Okay, I hear you. But consider the capital.
For what it's worth, Janus always found Ortmeyer's project distasteful, not to mention inefficient. But alas, sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt.
Oh, I know.
My couriers certainly have it a lot easier now that Delgado is gone. They no longer have to pay off his thugs when they pass through the Colombian Amazon.
Think that we know how to handle art better than he did. I mean, I'm sorry for him, but
Yes, hello, sir. Yes, hello, sir.
I take it this is not an ICA-sanctioned operation. What exactly does Miss Burnwood plan to achieve by targeting her clients? Violating her own code?
She's doing it for us.
Us?
For over a month. I have some of the
Oh, I
world's
see.
most prominent people waiting to pay them their last respects.
I should have known. How does a man leave no trace? By not existing in the first place. Lucas Gray. Or was it Subject 6? He died when the Institute went up in flames, but no body was ever produced. And unlike you, his rage never faded. So, now you want the partners, the men behind the curtain who've caused you all this pain? Well, before you go knocking down a wall, you better make sure it's not load-bearing.
I mean, show a little respect, right? The ink on the divorce papers is barely dry. And of course, it has to be the damn yoga.
Okay, stop playing. I need the floor for a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow artists, can I have your attention, please? Now that everybody's here...
Right. Evening.
Why have we stopped? Did you... I'll be at the harbor then. It's not like there's anywhere I can hide.
On his way to deliver the dogs, suddenly crashed into a traffic light and killed himself. Everything going up.
Enough talking. You'll do plenty of that later. We're here. Get on the boat.